Some major Microsoft announcements, a YouTube competitor launches, Spotify takes on massive debt, and more. It's Wednesday, March 30th, and this is Crunch Report presented by Toyota. It's a big day for Microsoft. Their annual Build conference kicked off in San Francisco, and the company announced a slew of changes to their products. Windows 10 got a massive update, now running on 270 million devices. The operating system will release an anniversary update this summer. Its biometric authentication is expanding, meaning users will now be able to use their fingerprint to protect more apps, including the Edge browser. Also, a newly introduced sticky note service called Ink makes it easier to use a stylus, and virtual assistant Cortana just got smarter. And it's the return of the racist bot. In other Microsoft news, the company had a bit of a mishap last week when it unveiled its artificial intelligence bot, Tay, on Twitter. Unfortunately, Tay wound up repeating some very inappropriate things about Hitler, and Microsoft halted the account. But Tay temporarily came back yesterday. The bot started interacting with tweeters, yet quickly turned to spam, so Tay was switched back off again. In less than a week's time, Tay already has 200,000 followers watching this spectacle. Meanwhile, Microsoft announced that it plans to bring bots to Skype and other conversational platforms, potentially integrating with Slack, Outlook, Line, and others. It's official, the bots are taking over. Well, popular content creator Fullscreen thinks it has what it takes to launch a streaming service. Debuting on April 26th, the ad-free video on-demand platform plans to differentiate itself from YouTube Red, Netflix, and Hulu by focusing on a younger audience, primarily millennials and Generation Z. Fullscreen's videos already reached 600 million subscribers across YouTube and other networks. Now the company thinks it has what it takes to get youngsters to pay for content. They say they are hoping to be the MTV for the mobile generation. Well, Spotify has just taken on a lot of debt to compete with Apple Music, $1 billion to be exact, and the terms of the deal are a bit risky. If Spotify goes public in the next year, TPG and Dragoneer get to convert their debt to equity at a 20% discount of the IPO. But if the company doesn't list on the stock market in the next year, the discount goes up 2.5% every 6 months. Spotify also has to pay 5% annual interest on the debt and 1% more every 6 months. The terms go on, but Spotify probably did this so that they didn't have to dilute their shares, which can happen with venture financing. This also means that they're betting big that the IPO will happen in the next year. There have been 0 tech IPOs so far this year because of struggling tech stocks, so some people may see this as a brazen bet from Spotify. That said, they probably need the money to fight off all the competition in the digital music space. The company last raised money at an $8.5 billion valuation in June. Well, sorry guys, it's already hard enough to impress the ladies on a dating app, but now you have to impress her friends too. A Tinder competitor called Boompi is letting girls invite their friends to privately eavesdrop and comment on conversations with prospective suitors. Not sure if you like that pickup line? Let your BFFs weigh in on Boompi. The app launches this week, but I have a feeling it won't catch on. Girls may like to gossip, yet this feels like a massive invasion of privacy. But Boompi or no Boompi, beware of screenshots, boys. That's the report for today. I'm Katie Roof. Crunch Report airs every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on TechCrunch.com. You can also find us on iTunes and on YouTube. See you tomorrow.